This is gonna be my first and probably only story time. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong.
Not Rihanna's main makeup artist out here scamming. Y'all, let's talk about it.
This is for Priscilla and Priscilla only. Get that girl her fucking $1,000 back.
Priscilla Ono, give that black woman her money back, because we both know that that old website that no longer belongs to you was still in your bio up until a couple hours ago.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Cynthia, and guys, on this channel I just like to bring to you what's happening on the internet. Now I just want you to imagine this, right? To pay 1,000 deposits for a makeup class with Rihanna's personal makeup artist. I think this will be the only place I'll mention Rihanna's name because I don't want to involve her with what is happening, but just so you guys can know how good this makeup artist is. Now, what is her name, you might ask? Priscilla Ono. Now, you book your flights, you book your Airbnb, you show up at the venue. I mean, excited to learn from one of the best in the game. And then at the door, you're told you cannot get in. Now, this is exactly what happened to a lady on TikTok. Now, this is the lady that this happened to. This is her profile in case you want to check her out. She's actually a makeup artist, but she wanted to learn from the best, so she went the extra mile to pay, in my opinion, this really pricey amount. God knows how much the entire class is worth, because if this is a deposit, I can only imagine how much the total class is. Now, a lot of people were giving their opinions about this on their personal pages. Priscilla herself came out to talk about this. Her team came out to give a response about this. The lady came out to give us an update again about this. And guys, we're all going to dabble into that. And I do not even want to waste any time. Let's get right into this.
This is gonna be my first and probably only story time. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. I came all the way to LA for a makeup class with Priscilla Ono, and this is not to bash her personally, but I just feel like this is very unprofessional on her business. So my sister, she purchased me a ticket to attend this makeup class all the way in Los Angeles. Mind you, I'm from New Jersey. On the website that we used and purchased the ticket from, it said that the class would be from September 5th to the 7th, or like 4th to the last weekend. And then we booked the trip. I got my hotel, and I was just gonna stay for that weekend. So when I got here and I got to the class, they're like, wait, no, the class isn't till next weekend. So I'm like, oh shit, like, what am I gonna do? My flight was that Monday. So me and my sister just decided to extend my trip. I rebooked my flight. I paid extra $100-something. I got another Airbnb, which was, I don't even want to disclose how much it costs to stay for a whole nother week in LA. And you know, I need to spend more money as far as me surviving out here. So all of this stuff is adding up, but you know, it's worth it because I want to do the class with Priscilla Ono. Like, she's legendary. Well, now they're saying that the payment that we made, which was $1,000 in a deposit, was sent to the wrong person. They're saying that their old website is not associated with them, and if I want to take the class this upcoming weekend, then I have to repurchase the ticket, which means I have to do the deposit all over again and the remaining balance. And we had no problem paying the remaining balance, but I'm not paying the deposit over again. And they're not willing to refund us the deposit because they claim that that website is not associated with them anymore, even though we got a receipt and a proof of the receipt of our purchase for the deposit via email from them. So it's just like, if the website is old and outdated, why is it still taking payments? Like, take the website down so people don't get confused and fly all the way out to your class with the wrong information. And so basically, when I came here, today was the first day of class, and I was talking to the assistant, Olivia, who has been in communication with my sister back and forth, and she advised that we just call the bank and get a refund. The bank is not honoring a refund. So when I came and talked to her here in person, she basically told me that we have to take accountability from purchasing the ticket from the wrong website, and that there's nothing she could do, basically. And they kicked me out. So I just came out to LA for no reason, basically. Like, I was just crying, but I just sucked that shit up because I know it's something bigger and better coming for me. It's just like the fact that they're trying to tell me I need to take accountability for purchasing a ticket off of a website that they made. Okay, I understand you're no longer associated with it. They're talking about they're under new management, and that website was managed by old management. That's cool, but it's still part of your entity and part of your brand. It's literally like PriscillaOno.com. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just feel like it's very unprofessional to not, if not take the website down, at least put out a PSA like, hey guys, make sure you don't purchase your ticket off of our website from last year. Purchase it from this website. There's no warning. There's no nothing. So it's like, is it really 100% our fault? That's what they're trying to make it seem like. And they're not willing to accommodate me at all. So yeah, they're just trying to shift the blame on us. So yeah, so much for the birthday makeup class. I don't know.
Personally, I feel like this client had nothing to do with this misunderstanding. Everything from what I've listened to is from Priscilla's team. The website was linked in her bio. For goodness sake, how am I supposed to know that that website was for last year? Another thing is, if the website is old, like they were saying, why is it still accepting payments? Guys, there's really a lot to unpack. But yes, let's quickly get right into the video where Priscilla responded to this.
Priscilla comes out and she says this in regards to that website and that deposit.
Good morning. I want to address the elephant in the room. I know that you saw in my past stories that there is a video circling around TikTok, and I have been getting tons of messages, tons of comments of people slandering me, misinformation, and just saying that I am trying to steal someone's money. I would never do that. I have always promoted my classes only here on Instagram. The direct link to sign up for my 2025 class has always been here on Instagram in my bio. There is a previous website and it states 2024. It is currently open and we are currently trying to take it down. And someone made a mistake and signed up for that 2024 class.
And that's when you should have stopped while you were ahead. Because if you only promote on your Instagram page, then how did that consumer get access to a 2024 schedule? That means that you and your team left your 2024 schedule in your bio. And when you caught that mistake, you proceeded to update it with your current schedule. Because nowhere in her statements did she ever say that she was led to a separate website on a separate Instagram page. She said it was directly from you. So to turn around and say, oh, they're slandering me, they're saying I'm scamming. Sounds like a scam to me, allegedly, apparently. Now, Juicy J does reply back to Priscilla, and yeah, the math ain't mathin'.
One thing I'm not understanding in this whole thing is, why are they finding it hard to take the website down? Or why did they find it hard to take the website down if they've taken it down as of today making this video? Because I can't understand. You can make a website running, but you can't deactivate the websites. Okay. I don't see why it should be a struggle to take it down, but okay. So yeah, the girl's name is Jordan. So let's quickly get right into the update Jordan provided for us.
Okay, here's an update for y'all. More like a clarification because there's no new information. I was very transparent about the fact that yes, we booked from the wrong website. Whether or not that website should have been, their responsibility is up for debate, I guess. But the legality of it all is one thing. It's just like the morality of it all for me. If somebody spent the money to come to your class all the way from out of state, you should do your best to accommodate them. And, I was just told to contact my bank. And as far as them offering to write a letter to my bank, they didn't offer to write a letter to my bank until I went to talk to them in person. And they proceeded to kick me out. So they didn't really make an effort to get the information so they can write a letter to my bank. And yeah, like there's no misinformation being spread as far as was coming out of me and my sister's mouth. Like, I never said she scammed me, y'all. Like, at the most, she's just being inconsiderate, honestly. I don't think that she pocketed the money or she's like in on a scam. I'm gonna just take her word for it that, you know, that money did not go to her and she has nothing to do with that. But because that is part of her business and her likeness, I still believe that she should have helped me out. And, you know, if you're offering me $1,000, that means you could have just waived the deposit to begin with. So the fact that she is now offering me some money after the backlash, and when we've been going through this issue for weeks, is crazy, because she had ample time to resolve this situation. And the reason I extended my trip in the first place is because in the emails with my sister, they said that we'd be happy to offer you a seat in the class. Despite the booking through the different website, we'd be happy to offer you a seat. And then they later clarified that I still have to book through her website to claim that seat. So it's like, you're not really offering me a seat, because you would give that seat to anybody that would pay. So I don't understand why they even said that. But yeah, the offering of the money, I'm still debating whether I'm gonna take it or not. It's giving backhanded. It's giving here, damn. Like, cause girl, you could have been did that. Okay, so Priscilla actually just like texted me like 5 minutes ago. She said she wants to get on a call, but prior to her just texting me, I've never heard from her personally. She's been in communication with my sister, or her team has been in communication with my sister. I haven't received a personal apology, and as you guys can tell, she's not taking any responsibility in this based on her responses on Instagram. But you know, I'm not looking for charity. It is what it is. Hopefully I could just take this opportunity and turn it into something good, because I was already a talented makeup artist. This was just like a tool in my toolbox to learn from somebody that's already involved in the industry. I definitely don't want to burn any bridges. I don't want you guys to bash her or anything like that. I just wanted to know y'all's take on the situation, because there's two sides to it. But I personally would have just handled it a little bit differently. And yeah, follow me on Instagram at the Jordan Amil, JordanAmil. Book with me. I've been waiting for some exposure. I didn't know it was gonna come like this, but I definitely don't want to make a GoFundMe or anything like that. If you guys want to cash at me, you could cash at me at JuicyJ124, and like it'll help cover some of my trip expenses and things like that. But if you want to like donate huge amounts of money, I say just give that to the people in Palestine or any of these other causes that's going on that is so much more important than this. So yeah, thank y'all for supporting me. Bye.
We've heard an update from the horse's mouth, and she's contemplating whether or not to get the money that, in quotes and unquote, Priscilla is trying to donate to her. Collect that one and keep following through with this, because everything that needs to be done well. Just get the money first and see where this whole thing leads to. I'm happy she's making use of this exposure to just put herself out there and get more clients. But yes, let's quickly look at the response Priscilla's team put out on her TikTok. So it says, PSA, masterclass registration and misinformation. We're sorry for any confusion and want to share a few clear facts. The registration being discussed was for a 2024 course purchased via a third-party site, not affiliated with our team. Official registrations are only processed at PriscillaOnoMasterclass.com. Priscilla and the current management team do not have direct contact with the previous team. How is that possible? Okay. As a good faith gesture, charity case comes in. Priscilla personally offered $1,000 donation to support the individual, and we've offered a letter to her bank to help with a refund request. We are awaiting the necessary information from Jordan and Germany still. Just for those of you that do not know, Germany is her sister. That's Jordan's sister. We have contacted the operators of the previous website to request that it be taken down. For privacy and safety, we don't discuss individual student matters publicly. While some details circulating online are inaccurate, we've acted within policy and fairly towards all students registered for the correct dates. Our priority is a positive, respectful learning environment, even if we are not receiving the same courtesy. Thank you for understanding and for supporting a respectful community. Okay, guys, there's a lot to unpack from this write up, but like to me, it just doesn't make sense that you're not in contact with the people that handled your 2024 masterclass or your 2024 class. And why is that website still running? This should be looked into because it's possible that they're still cashing out from the website. And if Priscilla and her team claim they're not in communication, then they're taking people's money pretending to be Priscilla's people, which is not good. So now the whole thing is messy. A lot of people came out to air their opinions about this. This is the juicy part for me. Now let's get right into that.
Priscilla Ono, give that black woman her money back because we both know that that old website that no longer belongs to you was still in your bio up until a couple hours ago. If you no longer have access to it and that money doesn't go to you, why is it still in your bio as of a couple hours ago? You just changed it to the new website. The audacity of you, because not only is she out of $1,000 for the deposit for your overpriced makeup class, she had to buy a ticket from New Jersey to Los Angeles. She had to get an Airbnb, and then she had to extend that Airbnb when you wanted to act like you were still going to accommodate her. You need to reimburse her for that plane ticket. You need to reimburse her for that Airbnb, and you need to reimburse her that $1,000 that she paid for your class. Because we both know that you are the one that had that website in your bio, on your account with your blue check mark. But you want to put the responsibility on her like she's just supposed to know that that's not an active website anymore. You know good and well you got that money. And then you're going to get on your platform talking about you made $1,000 donation in her honor. Did you plant a tree too? Are you good?
This thing is clear. It's a simple way to just resolve the situation. You know, protecting your name is what's paramount at this point because a lot of people were running along with the informations they were getting. So clearing it at the initial time was the perfect thing to do. So this lady we just watched said Priscilla Ono's manager threatened to sue her, which I find really crazy. So let's get right into that.
One thing that needs to be understood about me and never forgotten is that I might tell you a joke, but I'll never tell you a lie. Like I said in the first video about this, I saw with my own two eyes that that link was in your bio, but you keep wanting to deny it. And I know that me saying that I saw it with my own two eyes is not proof that it was there, but you want to know what is proof that it was there? A screen recording from Joelle Phillips.
I know that this young lady is telling the truth because I actually saved that link to that class. I clicked on that way back when you first announced it, Priscilla, and I saved it. I saved it in my Google here and the many tabs that I have. Don't judge me, but I went back and I clicked on it and I was like, look legit to me. Like what could have been wrong about this? Went to your Instagram like everybody else did. That's where I found the link. That's where I was able to, bookmark it, keep it saved. There was a link in the bio. She probably clicked on the same link I did. Then I go back to your IG, click on that link, and this comes up. Oh, wait a minute. Never seen this a day in my life. And then I'm like, of course she was confused because who wouldn't be? Let me see if I get this straight. My sister sends me clear across the continent to take your class, only for me to get there to find out that the website that was linked on your profile is incorrect. How am I supposed to know that? I don't know. We're going to stick a pin in that, come back to it.
Listen, I don't know who your PR person is, but you might want to get them on the phone and talk to them. All I wanted was for this girl to get her money back. I didn't want to be a part of it. I didn't want to make a second video, but you insist on making threats. You insist on making it seem like I'm lying about the link being in your bio. It absolutely was. And you want to be out here throwing subliminals, calling me a clout chaser? Baby, this is my backup account. I have more followers than you.
Guys, it really got messy so fast. And like expected, the internet wasn't even finding it funny. A lot of people had things to say about the whole thing. Now, let me use this opportunity to know what y'all think about this in the comments before we get right into the video.
The Rihanna makeup artist drama just turned legal. In my last video, we talked about how Jordan made a TikTok saying that she enrolled in
Priscilla Ono, celebrity makeup artist for Rihanna, a makeup class on her old website that was still on her TikTok literally a few hours ago. But then when she got to LA, they ended up telling her that, oh, sorry, you used the wrong website and you need to repay the $1,000 deposit to get into this class. Now, Priscilla Ono is suing for defamation. First of all, Priscilla Ono has been fighting for her life in the comments and saying that she was going to donate the $1,000 deposit, which I'm like, how are you donating if the girl actually paid on the website that you forgot to take down? And if I go to the website now, you can still actually pay for that class, which is crazy to me. But now she went to her stories and said something else. In her stories, I understand that people who don't know me could believe TikTok videos and their claims. For 20 years, I've advocated for art, authenticity, and self-love. I would never deny entry to anyone who enrolled with the same intentions. Over the last 15 years, I've taught thousands of students who trusted me with their growth and creativity. From my heart, I personally wanted to help Germany and Jordan. I even offered a donation toward their expenses. Not really a donation if she paid for it, but okay. I asked Jordan to call me directly, but she never did. On 8/16, I told my manager to save her a seat because mistakes happen. But on 8/26, I was made aware of a TikTok video with false claims that I was scamming her. But Jordan never said that she was scamming her, but okay. At that point, I would not allow someone making dangerous accusations to enter my class and disrupt the safety and trust of my students who had registered properly. She kind of did register properly on a website that was your website that was on your TikTok, but okay. Now this has spiraled on TikTok with lies spreading far beyond what even the original video claims. People are adding false narratives that are damaging and dangerous. Because of this, we are moving forward with legal action for defamation. That's interesting that she's going to say defamation, even though she's saying that lies are spreading from other people, not Jordan.
Exactly.
Cloud chasing may seem harmless, but it destroys reputations, livelihoods, and communities. I have zero tolerance for it. For me, this will always be about the art. And she says, here are the facts. Germany enrolled Jordan through a website that clearly stated September 2024, a site that is not the one linked to my promotions. I'm actively working to have that old site taken down. It should have been already taken down. I do not know why it's still up. And then also if you change websites, why it still has the ability to pay. Germany was informed of the error on 8/16, a month before class, and we informed her how to process a refund, which she has already received. Despite this, Jordan arrived at my class without proper registration and demanded a seat. You guys think of this. At this point, it seems like things are getting legal.
Of a refund, which was received? Was the money received or was the refund process received? Like, which is it? Anyway, guys, this clearly really got messy. I feel like if a class is supposed to be for September 2024, immediately after that class, that website should be down and not running, so mistakes don't happen. And then as for the 2025 class, the only websites on the bio should be the one for the 2025 class. Now we have people saying that website of 2024 was only taken down a few hours after this whole scandal happened. So that website, assuming yes, it was on her page, on her bio. So that 2024 website was there for almost a full year, or even more than a year, which is crazy.
Hey, Priscilla, get that baby back her money. Okay? Get that baby back her money. The money that she paid for this class, regardless of the fact of you sitting here saying it was an old website, whatever the case is, she came there to be there for your class. The fact that you decided to donate it to her instead of giving her the class that she so rightfully paid for, because she went through your avenues to get said class, and you're gonna donate it? Miss Mamas, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't. Ooh, Jesus. Don't be that person. Not in this economy. I know that baby paid a whole lot of money to get to LA and get to this class, and her sister purchased the ticket, whatever the case is. It's clear that she had helped to make sure that she was able to attend your class, your seminar, your situation. She wanted your teaching and your tutelage. And what do? You turn your comments off and you ignore us. You ignore her. And instead of giving her the class that she so rightfully paid for via the avenue that you provided, you want to donate the money? Priscilla, this ain't what you want. You are a fixture in our community. You have done incredible work. Get that baby back her money. Get that baby back her money. Matter of fact, give her the class that she so rightfully paid for.
Exactly.
And if you're going to give her back her money, give her extra so that she can make it back home. And because she took care of her hotel, her stay, her flight, whatever the case, however much money she took to get there, donate that back too. I have never been so appalled at something in my life. In this economy, you want me to waste that money? Priscilla, I don't know. We watching you, Bookie. Get that baby back her money. And sweetheart, I hope this situation works out for you. Okay? Ooh, child, it's too fucking much.
At this point, honestly, it's either of two things. It's either Priscilla actually gives the girl the makeup class she paid for, or like this lady said, I just love the way she was saying, give their baby back her money. Or Priscilla donates in addition to the $1,000 she wants to donate to this girl. Donates the money she paid for her flight to and fro, the hotel, initial hotel, and then the Airbnb for the week she had to stay in LA. And oh well, let's keep feeding and Uber and all those things. Even though it shouldn't be skipped, but like let's just keep that. Donate all these back with the $1,000 you also wanted to donate initially. And I think we'll call it a day.
Hey, it's not normally my normal content, but I wanted to talk about something that hits me both as a consumer and as someone who cares about how people treat each other. So I just saw this story that involves a young woman who travels from New Jersey to Los Angeles, paid $1,000 down for a makeup class by Priscilla Ono. So this is Rihanna's artist, the creative director of Fenty Beauty. And then because of what she says were incorrect dates on the website, she showed up on the wrong day or weekend. So as a result, she changed her plans. She extended her Airbnb for a week so she can attend the correct dates. But when she got there, she was told the site she used to book no longer belongs to the company. Now she must repay the deposit and the balance, and she was denied entry. This is horrible business acumen, first of all. If someone showed you proof of payment, you let them in. If dates were wrong on your site, you apologize. If your site changed hands, you still honor bookings made under your domain. That's integrity. You don't force someone to pay again after they've already committed time, money, and trust. And you certainly don't send someone across the country only to turn them away. So businesses, especially big ones associated with big names, Rihanna, Fenty, this isn't just about money, it's about reputation.
Exactly.
Letting someone get wronged like this without remedy damages public faith. If I were advising you from my perspective, and even as a nurse, where trust and doing no harm matter, this is harm. She should get more than just lip service apology. Refund her deposit, cover her travel and Airbnb expenses, let her take the class, or provide a fair alternative. Anything else equals negligence in customer care. Maybe her video going viral will force accountability, but good business doesn't need a camera. It needs empathy, clarity, and keeping your promises. Funny how often that's missing.
And to be honest, it's missing in so many businesses. And I don't even know like what is the problem. I do know for a fact that those days, I don't know if maybe it's a thing of the past now, but like those days, business owners treated their businesses like their babies, literally. They wouldn't want any scandal associated with their business. If at all any scandal came up, they would resolve it before it even went out to the public. And from what I'm seeing, these people had ample time to resolve this. This lady only came out here to tell us what was happening after a lot of time. about a week or so because she was denied access. If she was allowed access, this wouldn't have even happened in the first place. So I don't even understand, like, is it that people these days that have businesses don't know that reputation is actually the forefront of a business?
Priscilla Ona responded to the viral class controversy, so let's go through her points. She says that the young lady, her name is Jordan, was already refunded. But what actually happened, according to her sister, is that they filed a chargeback with their credit union. So that's not a refund. It's a temporary credit where the bank investigates. So if Priscilla's team disputes it, the money can be pulled back. She also states that Jordan accused her of a scam. I watched her full video and she never used that word. She explained her situation and her disappointment. That's not defamation. Priscilla also admits that the booking was through an old website, but that site was still live, still tied to her name, and still advertising her classes. Customers can't be expected to know which site is real. That responsibility sits with the brand. She says she even offered Jordan a seat, but then, because Jordan posted her story publicly, she revoked it. That's not protecting other students. That's retaliation. And instead of focusing on customer resolution, she's talking about defamation lawsuits. Let's be real. What Jordan needed was just clarity, empathy, and her costs covered. That's it. At minimum, her $1,000 and her travel expenses. So the bottom line, Jordan invested in education, travel, and housing. She didn't get the class she paid for. Now she's being framed as the problem. That is not how you treat paying customers. And it's definitely not how you protect your brand's reputation.
Looking at some of these people's videos, I'm so happy that humanity is still intact, because what do you mean it's not your fault? It's her fault for booking on the wrong website. Where did she even get the wrong website from in the first place? Your page.
For a makeup class with Priscilla Ono. And this is not to bash her person.
Now you see, this is how dreams get crushed. This young lady traveled with her own money, her own dime, to go from New Jersey to LA to fulfill one of her dreams and to master the makeup technique with Priscilla for her makeup program. And she's explaining that under some different format of where they received a down payment, that she has to pay again. Listen, whether it be a misunderstanding, whether it be a different form of payment, she better not have to pay another down payment. She better not. This is how dreams get cut short. Because now it looks very, very bad on Priscilla because it looks greedy. It looks greedy. It looks like it doesn't look like a well-established professional business, and that's not right. I know things happen, but you got to make it right. Priscilla, you got to make it right. She's already extended her stay for another week. She took that accountability like a G. But for her to pay another deposit, come on now. Pay that money back. Don't. I hope she did not pay that extra deposit, because that will shatter things like that. That shatters dreams. That shatters hopes of like actually fulfilling those type of goals. And you got to make it right. It's already bad enough in this world. Women out here are trying to make things for themselves. She wants to master your craft in hopes to be just as established like you. She's looking up to you for for literally an inspiration. Don't do that. And especially based on social media, where stuff like this can be amplified and came up as either a heartfelt lesson, or it can destroy your business. Make it right. I don't want to hear nothing. I want to hear a good ending after this. I want you to make it right. take ownership, take responsibility into it, and let her proceed with that class. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing else. Poor thing. Please, y'all, do better.
The bottom line is, at the end of this video, people are just like, Priscilla or Priscilla's team, whoever is in charge of this whole PR stuff, should just do better, because this doesn't look good on Priscilla. At the end of the day, I do hope this girl receives good compensation and she doesn't just go empty. But yes, guys, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. And yes, beautiful people, I've come to the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to give the video a fat thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, consider subscribing. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.